When we read, it's easy to get caught up in the big ideas, love, power, justice. But the true power of a text isn't in having these ideas, it's in how it represents them. There's a crucial difference between an idea, like freedom, and a theme, which is the text's specific argument, like freedom requires sacrifice. Ideas are just raw materials. Themes are what the author builds. This construction happens on two levels. First, there's the explicit, what a character says directly, or what the narrator tells you. Think of Atticus Finch's courtroom speech about justice. But beneath that is the implicit layer, which is often more powerful. It's what the story shows you through its structure, through who succeeds and who fails, through what's left unsaid. The real magic happens when these two layers clash. In The Great Gatsby, the narrator Nick explicitly admires Gatsby's romantic dream. He calls it a colossal vitality. But the plot implicitly shows us that same dream is a destructive, delusional obsession that leads to ruin. The novel's complexity lives in that tension between what it says and what it does. How does a text achieve this? Through choices. Describing immigration as a wave versus a contribution uses metaphor to build a specific worldview. Structuring a story so the good are always rewarded suggests a just universe, while a story of random chance suggests something else entirely. These choices aren't accidental. They reflect a text's ideology, the system of values it treats as natural. So when you read, ask yourself, what's being built here? What's being normalized? What's being questioned? And most importantly, why?